Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to yet another great episode of Bitcoin Summer. Today, I will be doing, just in time for the holidays, an episode on setting up your cold card wallet. Ooh. I was doing some Christmas shopping this year and picked these up for a couple family members, as well as the Open Dime device. And we'll be touching on that briefly, but today the main focus of the guide will be setting up the cold card wallet. And how I'm going to be doing it today is I'm going to be setting up a Specter wallet, and that will be running on top of my Umbral node, and then setting up the cold card wallet to function with the Specter wallet. And I will go over all the details of what all of that means. That might have gone right over your head, but it's a pretty intimidating process. There are other hardware wallets out there that are a little bit more user-facing and user-friendly, but this one is known as the best in the biz, and there's a lot more functionality, and it's Bitcoin only, which is what I love. So we are going to dive into that today. If you are familiar with the show, thank you for joining me again. If you are not, please hit that like and subscribe button down below. The notification bell will let you know when a new guide is out or a new episode, and it also helps me get found out there in the etherwebs. So thank you for joining me today, and without any further ado, let's jump into the tutorial. Alright, so the easiest and simple way to set up your Specter wallet with your node at home, and this may look a little bit different if you don't have an Umbral node set up, but it's fairly similar with every node. And you will first download the Specter wallet through the App Store, which is just at the bottom here on the left on your Umbral user interface. And so here we are, the Specter desktop, and you'll click on that and download that. I have already done it, so let's skip right over that. And then you will click on your Specter desktop, and that will get you to this page. And the cool part about it is you're opening it up through your node, so you will be automatically connected to your node, and all the signing and all of the transactions that you'll be running through Specter desktop will be done through your node, and you won't have to be trusting a third party and trusting somebody else's node. That's one of the coolest features of this. All of it will be in-house for you, and it'll be incumbent upon you to take your personal responsibility into your own hands. And I will teach you a very simple and easy way to do it by using the cold card in conjunction with Specter desktop. So now that we have our node set up with our Specter wallet, we can add our signing device. Our signing device is a hardware wallet, kind of a more appropriate term for it. And as you can see here, there are a ton of different options as far as hardware wallets or signing device, if you prefer. And our cold card wallet is right here. So let's click on that. And this may look like a foreign language to you, but it's fairly simple and straightforward. And here is how you set up the wallet through your Specter. Super good resource to go to is the Citadel Dispatch. Matt Odell runs that. Great Bitcoiner. And he is a big proponent of Bitcoin best practices and Bitcoin privacy and how we achieve maximum privacy. And there are different levels and different comfort levels. And I think the more private you get, kind of the more technical it gets with your process. But there's a simple way to do it and to keep your privacy, or at least have the best privacy that you can with Bitcoin. So this is one of the most important aspects of setting up a hardware wallet. We need to write down and keep our backup phrase somewhere safe and offline. This is called our seed phrase. And I purchased something called a seed plate. And what I will do is stamp my seed phrase into this grid here. And this can be safe. It's better than putting it on paper because it's fireproof, waterproof. Well, it's fireproof to a certain extent. So you don't want this thing under, probably above 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. But you get the picture. It's a little bit safer than paper. And and quite a bit more substantial. You could even potentially bury it out in your backyard. Not what I'm doing with mine, so get out of my backyard. So the best way to set up your Specter desktop is to use a dedicated computer, one that you're not using for internet searches or naughty things on the internet that you might possibly be doing. Make sure that you're doing it on a dedicated computer, and one that's just for putting your Bitcoin on. It's going to be worth a lot of money down the road, so make sure you're doing these steps right now so you don't get lazy down the way. Okay, let's start it off with a roll call here and what you will receive in the package. Now, first things first, obviously, is going to be your cold card. And there are serial numbers on the top here that will match up with the serial numbers on your cold card. And obviously, I'm not going to dox myself here, but this comes in a nice waterproof case and a tamper-proof case as well. We have our USB cord here, dedicated USB cord. A couple static shield bags. Not quite sure what I'm going to put in there yet, but I'm sure it's pretty intense. We have our ultimate recovery cards here, and this is where you can write your seed phrases back and front there. And I ordered a micro USD from them, and that way we know it's not from a malicious manufacturer, and it's directly from Cold Card, and it's sealed in this static shielding bag. This is the cold power, and this is how we're going to do our air gap. And so this will never be connected to a computer. And you put your 9-volt battery in on the bottom there and your USB port on that side there. So let's start with opening the bag. Another wallet backup card. A little bit different than the ultimate backup card. And here it is. What a beaut. Very handsome. Very handsome device. Made in Canada. Those are magnetized, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so this is kind of the coolest part about the Cold Card wallet is we can use a 9-volt battery and not ever have it plugged in to anything besides your Cold Card hardware. So we're going to plug this in here. There we are. We're in. Plug that in to this side. Oops. Just like that. Okay. And then we'll plug it in to our Cold Card. Let's see if this works. This one might be dead. Let's try another one. Oh, there's an on. Just be aware there's an on and off switch here. Wow. There you are. I have purposefully edited out the serial number. It's at the top here. And what we're actually just going to be doing with it is verifying that it matches with the bag that came with the Cold Card. Again, look for any signs of tampering. Take pictures and contact support at CoinKite if you have any concerns. So if you see anything out of the ordinary, make sure that you're contacting them at that email right there. I'm going to verify the serial number now. It's located at the top of your bag here. All right, everything checks out, so I'm going to hit the check button here. There it is. Choose PIN code. Do I want to do that? Advanced, bag number, help. All right, so now we're going to choose our PIN code. And we'll click on that there. Pick the main wallet's PIN code now. Be more clever, but an example could be something like that. It has 2 parts, a prefix, so a 3-number prefix, and a 4-part suffix. Each part must be between 2 and 6 digits long, and the total length can be as long as 12 digits. Your new PIN protects access to this cold card device and is not a factor in the wallet seed words or private keys. There's absolutely no way to recover your forgotten PIN, so write it down. And I warn you again here, do not forget the PIN code. Press 6 to prove you read to the end of this. Alright, and this is where we enter our PIN prefix, and obviously I don't want to do that on camera here, so I will meet you on the other side. So we have all of our choices here, and instead of creating the new wallet right away, we're going to go to Advanced, and we're going to upgrade the firmware right away. So in order to upload the new firmware, we need to put our micro SD into our computer and do it manually from there. And then once we have the new firmware downloaded onto the micro SD, then we put that into the cold card. So let's do those steps now. So I have this adapter, our micro SD adapter, left over from our node setup video. So I'm just going to use that so I can get the firmware downloaded on our micro SD. So we're going to just insert that there and put that in our computer, and I'll show you the next steps. All right, we'll go into coldcard.com/docs/upgrade, and you'll see the upgrade firmware here. It was released in September of this year. So we'll click on that, and we'll find our micro SD and hit save. All right, so we have that on there, and now we go back and insert that into our cold card. I'm going to remove our micro SD and place it into our cold card wallet on the side here. Put that in. Oh, look at that. It clicks in if you go just a little bit harder, and then when you take it out, you'll click it again, and it'll kind of push it out a little bit, and that way it's easier to know if it's out or not. So what we're going to do is go back, and we are going to click Upgrade again, and we're going to click From Micro SD, pick Firmware Image to use. There is only one file to pick from because I have only put one file on here. And there it is. And we are going to load that up, and it'll take just a minute here. And it is the September update, and now we know that our hardware is going to be completely up to date. Install this new firmware. See what else is on this one here. Binary checksum, and the signature will be further verified before any changes are made. Let's install it. So we're verifying. You'll see the red light come up here. Upgrading, and that'll take about a minute again. See, it's not so intimidating after all. And it'll have you enter the PIN again. So let's see if I can remember my PIN. See if I wrote it down correctly. Now this is a great example. I do not recognize these words, so I'm going to hit the X button and hit the prefix again. And look at that. Now we're ready to go. Now we can hit New Wallet, and it'll start generating there. And I don't need to show you my secret words. So I'll meet you on the other side. Here's a great feature here. Now they'll give you your 24 seed phrase words, but they generate them through the software here, through the cold card software. But you can add a little bit more randomness to it and do dice rolls. So what you do is when you create your new wallet, it'll show you all of your 24 words, and instead of writing them down and verifying them, you can hit the number 4 and it'll bring you to this screen. So you'll grab any old die, and each roll you'll hit the button and hit enter, and it'll generate a whole new series of seed phrases depending on that random generation. Therefore, you're just adding yet another layer of security So now that we've successfully written down our seed phrase, I can assure you that these are not my words, because what happened is, and I want to show you this so I can save you a little bit of time. This is a breakaway USB plug-in, just so you know it doesn't ruin the input on your device. And it broke away and it reset, so I had to reset and make a new generate a new wallet. So of course a new password comes with a new wallet, so I had to write down a whole new set of words, so I wasn't showing you that. But this is where you're going to want to keep it for now until you find a more permanent spot. I don't suggest you store it on paper for all time, but you'll hit OK on the password, the seed phrase screen, and it will ask you, it'll go through what each word is randomly. And you just pick whichever your word is, and you go through all of these steps. And once you're done with that, I will meet you on the other side. And I have all of my verifications put in. And here we are. We are now ready to sign. We have passphrase, address explorer, secure logout, advanced, and settings. Okay, so let's move on to our Specter desktop portion of our tutorial. Now we're going to add signing devices that you wish to use. We're going to hit the cold card here, and we are going to, let's see here, connect your cold card to the computer via USB and unlock it or upload a wallet export file from a micro SD card. And this is the one that we're going to want to do here. We can name my device here. I already have my micro SD in, so what we're going to do, advanced. There it is. And we're going to go down to micro SD card. Export wallet. Right there. And generic JSON. There it is. Saves JSON file into micro SD card with XPub values that are needed to watch typical single signer UTXO associated with this cold card. The file created is sensitive in terms of privacy, but should not compromise your funds directly. So the purposes of right now, I'm just going to do account number 0. You can do whatever you'd like. So if you have 20 different accounts for 20 different people, you can mark them that way. But I'm just going to do 0 for the account number, and now it's generating. We should be good to go here, and let's put it into our computer now. All right, now that I've taken the micro SD card, put it back into the adapter, and then place that into my computer again, I'm going to upload from SD card. That's this selection here. And we're going to find our cold card export JSON right here. So it's going to, this is the string of code, and we're going to open that. And now this is this custom here, I think is the one. New device was added successfully. Create single key wallet, add another device. So let's create the single key wallet, and number 0 single sig. This is the one, or we have a couple different keys here that we can choose from. And we need signer 1, scan for existing funds, SegWit, nested SegWit, my new wallet, and we will use this key here. And we can create a wallet. And we need my new wallet figure here. And we'll just do a SegWit, create wallet. It may take a while. Okay, and so now new wallet was created successfully, and we can save the backup PDF to format master keys on the PDF backup document. So recommend that you print and save this wallet backup with each of your devices. This backup includes all the information you need to restore your wallet in the Specter desktop or other compatible wallets, including Bitcoin Core itself. It is recommended that you keep this file private, as it contains all the information needed to track. So we're going to save this backup PDF. And I have a specific backup file here. So Bitcoin Summer backup. And we're going to save. And we can continue. And here's our address. So we can receive from here. And we can send here. Tor not working while fetching fee estimation from mempool without Tor instead. So I'm having a little bit of connectivity issues here. But everything should be good to go. And see our cool little device icon here. We got our single key. And we have our wallet. And we have all of our transactions listed here, which are none. So everything seems to be set up, and that is how you do it. Let's go through and load some Bitcoin onto the cold card. And how we do that is go to our receive address here and get new address. No, we don't need a new address right now, so let's use this one. I have a little bit of a balance in my Cash App right now, some stragglers, so let's use that, and we will look at my phone screen to do that. Cash App here. And let's see, okay. Go to our Bitcoin page, and we will send Bitcoin, and hit the scan Bitcoin address. And we are going to send all of those sats to 238,015. And so that's the whole 238,015. And we will send. Let's do standard is free, which is a great feature. We'll hit next on that. And we will confirm and send. So without ever connecting the hardware wallet to the computer, we have completely air-gapped, and we're never connected to the internet. It can never be corrupted, and we are in complete security with our Bitcoin. And there it is. It's that easy to receive a payment. Now, to send a payment, you'll just have to enter your PIN number in, and the cold card will sign the transaction for you. So now your Specter wallet is going to be acting as your user interface for everything that you need to do with your Bitcoin, and that is opened through your cold card, which is a signing device. So that gets you into the Specter wallet. And then your Specter wallet is running on your node. So you have all of these levels of privacy and security, and all you're doing is trusting yourself. And so for verifying transactions, for if you wanted to move Bitcoin from your node to another wallet that you might want to spend through there, you can do that as well. Everything that you need to do with your Bitcoin can now be done on the Specter desktop. And it doesn't mean you only have to use the Specter desktop as your wallet. Other hot wallets, as they call them, the ones that sit on your phone, you can just transfer funds over there and use those for spending and things like that. Or you use it as a burner wallet as well. There's just different ways and different levels of security that we can do. But now we are secure and safe, and we can sleep well at night and then just enjoy the rest of our holiday season. So Happy New Year, everyone. Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah. And we will see you again next time. Thanks a lot, folks.